If you have just joined us, this is Team Fortress TV's coverage of ETF2L Season 16 powered by BlackOut Gaming. This is the Premiership Week 1 fixture between Reverto and TCM. We just saw Reverto clinch Granary, the first map there, with a 4-3 scoreline in the dying seconds of the map. We're going to Gollywash right now, Ips, and I think it's going to be a good one. I'm just going to take a look at the rosters here and consider to myself, people think of Gollywash mid as a one where you can potentially run sniper. It's maybe not the wisest strategy, but is there anybody here on these two teams that can snipe?
Hell yeah. Affage. Or what's his name? How do you pronounce his name? Like
I say Affage. I'm not French though, he's French.
Affage, whatever. You're gonna call it
a good Irish impression, man.
Let's just find like a word that doesn't really exist to name him. Let's call him Iafage, alright? Iafage is his name. Iafage. Right, I think like Iafage is like...
I have to say it in a French accent. Iafage.
Iafage. Iafage. He's an unbelievably good sniper. Like, he's really, really good on sniper, on the sniper rifle. So, like, if Reverto now feels like War is too dominant on mid, always bring this passive strategy, this just holding their big door, letting people overextend into them and getting frags with FH threat. And this is really like enriching their game in comparison to, let's say, Flip and Droso. I don't really know if Flip is actually sniping because I haven't seen him sniping in our trial too much, but I know for a fact that Droso is a horrible sniper. And
I've seen him snipe, man. Maybe a little inconsistent. He could hit a spray, you know, but he wouldn't be my go-to guy.
It's about consistency, not about hitting
Even
one
I
hero shot once in a while. Right? That's what I'm saying, man. I've played in pickup twos where this Admirable guy would hit the most amazing headshots in his life. Still, I wouldn't consider him a good sniper. Like, if you hit a good sniper shot once in a blue moon, you're still not a good sniper. Like, Jukebox is a sick sniper. FH is a sick sniper. There are a lot of good people out there. Connor as well. This might be the guy. Like, they're playing with Connor at the moment, right? Flip is gone.
He's Forsaken sniping as well in the warm-up. Interestingly, I'm not going to read too much into that.
I can't rate Forsaken sniper because I've never seen him playing. But like we've been saying, like Flip is obviously gone, so they have Connor now, and Connor, known for his sniping, I think might be able to counter this threat. Obviously, you know.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, we did actually see him snipe onto a mid there on Granary, so that is very apt. And we do have 11 players here on the teams. We're waiting for Connor to rejoin the game. Maybe they're going to trade out with Flip again if he's fixed his internet problems, but Connor seemed to be having a real impact on the game there. I know they did lose it eventually, but I don't think that was in any way his fault. But TCM holding things up here, waiting for that last player to join him. One thing I will say, they're sitting here in a situation where they can't win. This is ETF2L, you play two maps.
Yeah.
Right now they've lost one map, so whatever happens here, even if they win, they're still going to get a draw from the game, and that's got to be a little bit depressing. They just come into a very closely fought loss, and I compared notes with Pledge before the cast. He was saying that he felt the TCM comms are really horrible to listen to if you watch their stream.
Yeah.
A real mess. How's that going to affect the sort of morale here? Are things just going to go from bad to worse for TCM, or do you think they can dig deep and come back? I
completely agree. I feel like TCM is really, like us, a really momentum-based game. If it works, momentum-based team, obviously. If it works for them, and if they have found their groove, they are going to be unbelievably good, and they can take off rounds of enemies that you wouldn't expect to. But like, obviously, they just lost the first map, so they're going into the second one with a completely different mindset, and this is going to affect them. Not necessarily War, because I think that guy's in control of his emotion most of the time, and he's like the cold-hearted killer in that team, and he just does the thing together with Bite. But like, especially the scouts could be affected by this.
Yeah, I do have the logs in my hands right here. I'm not looking at the game right now, so you can tell me if it does go live. But looking at the logs from last map, it was a very low damaging round, like the highest damage per minute. Maybe it's because there was a pause. I'm confused. Those stats are weird. Maybe it was because there was a pause or something's broken, but it says 44 minutes were played. That's not right, is it? that is messing up the damage per minute
Yep.
stats at least.
The pauses
But,
are
if you
always
do-
messing up with logs.
If you do look at it, War was up there with 9,800 damage, almost 10k. Who was significantly behind him there? He was maybe 1,500 off the pace. But if you look at frags, then Ethog actually cleaning up, sitting there on 21 for 12. That's decent, man. A nice KD ratio. Actually, Aphids then was ahead of him in terms of kills and assists, 3.3 to 2.3. So those scouts of Reverto doing work, managing to stay alive a lot, and then importantly, and clean up. We did say that often, and it was what you mentioned about soldiers being sacrificed in Granary, and the scouts of Reverto seeming to do a better job there. Interesting to note.
Exactly. Like, you can see, obviously, the logs now completely backing up the point that I've made before. Both teams seem to play very loose with their soldiers, just letting them go in and then create a lot of damage and distraction for the scouts to clean up. And if we are actually honest and we're analyzing this game right, then TCM won most of the mids, or it looked like they're winning most of them convincingly.
In the logs, it says the mids, the first caps were 4-3 in favor of Reverto, and that was the scoreline in the end. So that's even though the mids were scrappy, it seems like Reverto came out ahead.
We're live.
And we're going live here, so this is his coverage of ETF2L Season 16 powered by BlackOut Gaming Premiership Week 1 fixture. This is map 2 of Reverto versus TCM. This is Gullywash, and I see Reverto moving up the right hand side, taking the aggressive play, taking control of the blue side. TCM are going to mirror them by doing the same thing. Both teams taking control of the high, and then we're going to see the rumors instigate the play here. Rising and Starkey both jump up onto the nip and do damage. He's almost beat it out, TCM, who were just looking to hit those soldiers, but they faked them out, and then Ether ran forward, got the pick onto Forsaken. Rising then gets Clar, but it's 2 apiece here as Hui goes down as well. Droso tries to protect Bite, but can't get in there, and Bite and War go down quickly, and Droso the only man alive. It's going to be a wipe here for TCM. What exactly was that middle all about?
Unbelievably good pokers fire by Ethok and Aphage there. The soldiers of Reverto messed up their jumps over mid a bit, so they were like hesitant to, let's see what the soldier's actually doing. He's behind them in choke, did you see that? He's behind the enemy lines in choke, but he's been spotted, so I don't think he's actually going to do much. The soldiers of Reverto actually messed up their jumps a bit, so like Afish and Ethok, they were completely denying any aggression over the point there and distracting and destroying every soldier that came. And Forsaken now goes down, so it's like a 100% uber charge premature pop coming in here. They're obviously going to force the people back into the spawn and now play on the point. Are they actually going to play on the point? They're not playing on the point. This is a bad decision so far, but they're completely destroying TCM. Look at that. They have fully buffed people shooting into the point here, just capping it off. So really clean round by Reverto actually. Like, I really want us to pay attention to the scouts on the next mid. I don't feel the soldiers are actually their strongest part. Like, look at Afich and Ethok doing work.
Yeah, I was trying to debate if soldiers, if that was their plan, or did they mess the jumps up. I just assumed that they were trying to fake out, so everybody was looking at the soldiers thinking they were going to bomb. Then they just didn't. The scouts ran forward. But right now we are on to another middle, and Reverto are going to change it up. They're rolling up the left hand side here. Having coming in big door. They're going to keep TCM guessing. Clara has gone down already, and now Bite as well. Medic down, Forsaken as well, and Reverto are really hitting their stride here, man. They have found that 5th gear. They're coming out with 2 wipes back to back on mids, but they do lose bar this time. It's going to slow down their aggression here. They might be on to last immediately, but they're going to get middle and 4 without a problem.
Yeah, I have to say I'm really happy seeing Reverto play like this at the moment. Obviously, they're losing their medic and they can't really push this into last, but if the enemy team, if TCM always just commits too many people and so many people to get their medic down, then they're gonna have an easy time here just winning mid after mid. And now, maybe, I wouldn't be surprised if Bar actually went crits, but he went Uber charge and Blight as well, so it's like equal Ubers. And look at that, like, Reverto is completely in the driving seat here at the moment. If they don't mess up too much, they can sacrifice so many people into last. Ethok now going down, so they have to be cautious not to lose another one. But you can imagine now, TCM being hesitant to push out of last. So
yeah, Ethok might off class as well.
Yeah, exactly. So I would expect him to just go like Sniper or Spy or Pyro, maybe. We don't know. We recently experienced the Pyro Spy. No Pyro. He's just scouting. So that's
this guy's confident in his scouting ability.
I think though, because I expect a sacrifice player here any second. Equal Ubers, equal numbers. What I'm really surprised about is that TCM is.
Well, they're trying to beat the sniper.
was taken down. Okay. Sniper got taken out, but they lost 2. And look at Effage and the medic bar here of Reverto. They're instantly retreating to big door. Rising now, meeting with them, so they can have
I don't
control
think they should give it
over
up
lower
this
lower.
much.
Yeah, they're just Ubering now. Look at that. Why is
Or a
Rising
bite with the
retreating
raid
though? That's
there.
a bad play.
Fight realizes
Rising
that they're holding it big door and Ubers into them. Now Scouts are already capping the point, and Reverto have a tough challenge here to try and move out against the spam of war. There's no Ubers here.
Back. Yeah, really bad play by Rising there. He got flashed and Ubered into committing, to commit into big door, and he retreated into med to go, try to maybe go into his own choke or whatever, and wasted so much time with his Uber there that Team Blue just had so much more time on that Uber, and they could do much more with it in terms of sealing up the second point. And look at that, it collapses now and it spirals into losing mid, and they're probably gonna lose second as well. They have a tremendous Uber charge advantage, and
It's equal to Ubers actually, or actually Bar's managed to
oh, actually it isn't.
managed to pick
Wow.
up an Uber advantage. They've been building much
How?
quicker. If they knew, they could just push here, but they're going to show TCM some respect. They might be able to catch Bite off, still 10% before he gets his charge, but no, both teams not going to commit here, but I guess that just came down to building. You know how it is if you're the aggressive side, you're playing for buffs,
exactly.
you're not really trying to build.
Yeah.
And you can lose control. But there's a scout behind here. Droso has been spotted behind enemy lines. Also a soldier. Forsaken goes through as well, and I think they did see that. Now this is tough for Reverto. They're trying to fight 2 fights at once. They're looking behind them and forward at the same time. But if they can just pick up these 2 frags behind, TCM are essentially giving them 2 frags for free here if they don't manage to time their aggression and work off the plays of these flying players. Forsaken and Droso still behind lines here. Their buffs is faded now, so this is a great opportunity to take this fight on. See the jump up here from Starkey. He's going toe to toe with Forsaken up there. He does come out on top. Aphage picks up that frag, and the play that was made by TCM really had a timer on it there. They had to act on that quickly after they got behind, but they waited and basically signed their death warrants there.
Yep. They could have utilized on that distraction a lot more, but I think it comes down to communication, and from watching their VODs of the recent scrimmage they played against us, as the only thing they are missing is not DM or insight into the game. It's always just communication between each other. So this kind of play, having people behind them, requires a lot of communication, coordination, and they don't have that at the moment. We're at a really early stage of this Premiership at the moment, and these teams, so I think we're going to obviously see some kind of misplays like this happening for a while now. Look at Client, the scout getting aggressive now. The scout maybe going to get taken down. Did you see that? Joso surviving on 35 HP. That was really risky play, and they still keep on pushing. This is a really bad move by TCM.
Overforced off here by Reverto, and Bar is going to be able to milk this on Starkey. He's still got loads of health. Now he hasn't even popped it on. He's got a massive Uber advantage. There are 2 players down. Corner Forsaken go down. This is falling apart here for TCM.
Wow.
Joso as well goes in for the force. And now they find themselves 6 against 3. Reverto have waited, played patiently here, and they're going to take middle.
But on 66 HP, decided it would have been better for him to just pop his Uber. So at least Bite with a significant charge advantage now. That was a bit of a they could have completely crushed that round. It's Gully Wash, it's a closed map, the points are close to each other. They can, if you create momentum, you can push it into last, but not like this. If your team is in the driving seat and you as a medic are forced to pop, it's always going to be a disadvantage for your team. But look at this now, I don't know. I think Bite is aware that they have advantage, so he's holding choke with Claw and War here at the moment, holding on top, obviously because he's expecting aggression from choke coming in, but there's nothing coming at the moment, and they have charge now. They can't really push.
Yeah,
they're checking in with the scout, and they look how early they're Uber. They're not gonna find any frag for this. It's horrible. This is so bad. They find Claw found a frag, but this is not the scout. They get Ubered. And Huey's taking that Droso in the flank.
Yeah, Rising was waiting above there on the little ledge above middle, and he thought he'd go in and try and pick up the flares on choke, get some frags there, but maybe he could have just waited for Bite to retreat and chase him down, but he didn't do that. Now Droso's gone down to equalise that man difference, but both spawn. Ethog goes down in the flank though. The Frank Forsaken finds that, and look at TCM, they busted it wide open. They got 2 players in here on middle, and the combo is trying to move back here. Fiend when TCM move up quick, Ever's forced off from Bite. Still sitting on 50%.
Huey down. Huey overextended there out of the Uber of VAR there. Out of a messy situation, Huey tried to force in hero play, and this is one of the biggest mistakes that people do and teams do all the time. Like we do this as well as TCM. An Uber is a fail, and an Uber is a wasted Uber, and we try
gotta
to
get out of
forward
there.
the aggression. Exactly. Retreat, play it safe, stabilize as a team, and then come back from it. But like this, you just lose your players.
There's a ball
one by
in
one.
onto Bite. Rising gets the foresight onto Bite, but they're gonna lose 2, maybe 3 players for this Uber force.
Way too many.
And 10 seconds until they're gonna respawn. TCM should push now. They should try and maintain this man advantage, get another frag, maybe even get that medic pick. Or we're gonna see a soldier on the second drawing all the ice out here and allowing War to just spam. Picks up 2 frags and they gotta catch that. It's gonna be 1-1. We got a tie game. It's with how many minutes left? Oh my god, what are you doing to me? 20 minutes left on the clock.
20 minutes, sorry. 10 minutes in the game, 20 minutes left. And the pause. Yup. Hashtag Premiership. This is what people are writing in the chat, and I can only agree. The pausing is getting overhand at the moment in Premiership. So much pausing going on between teams. Yeah. What did we see? Like a messy Uber on the middle of Team Reverto. Huey wanted to go forward to try to create some damage advantage into the enemy choke, while Bao was kind of hesitant pushing with him and turned around to flash some people, and then Huey got taken down. So a communication problem much rather than like a mindset problem, to be fair, or like a skill problem. This is really just coming out. It comes at the moment, and people just not staying focused. It's a tie, obviously, and this is getting to people's head. Virtual smelling the victory, like they want both maps taken off TCM, and we're live again. Take us from mid, James.
Yeah, we are live, and the HUD will be broken for a few seconds, but it should come back eventually. Right now, we're going to see TCM taking that right-hand side. They're going to take control of red territory here, but Reverto have done the same. Both teams now spamming to the right, but the aggression comes in first from War, and one of the TCM soldiers that was Clar, and both of them find themselves weak. There's a frag coming in, actually against Reverto though. War lands a hero pick, and Flip picks up 2, following up on that damage. Will go down Droso onto Aphage as well. Reverto looking to be all at sea here on this middle. They will get wiped, and it's been 2 wipes on the first 2 middles in favour of Reverto. Now they find themselves being wiped. Low reversal here, Rips.
That was bite. Like as soon as Reverto wanted to retreat into their own big door, obviously. He put so much damage and denial into his stickies there onto big. They couldn't retreat, and they're pushing into the pyro here. That's really smart play, because the pyro means so much area denial, and they're just playing on the point, stickies on the point at the moment, and then we're gonna get wiped. You watch out. This is gonna be a really bad Uber for TCM if they're not gonna retreat. And War's actually hitting a lot of nice pipes. Wow, look at War, absolutely dominating Team Reverto. It looked like, for a moment, it looked like Reverto can hold on to it with like the recycle of the fully buffed heavy, but War absolutely dominating Reverto. Did you see that?
Yeah, man, I'd love to see the damage stats for that last push, because he was just, even whenever the Uber was failing for him, he was still popping off pipes into scouts' faces, onto sentries, everything, just hitting pipe after pipe. And we're gonna have another little pause here. And I did read some comments today about how TCM or Team Timeout, maybe you can enlighten me about that. Do they time out a lot in their officials or their practice games as well, their PCWs?
Yeah. Well, nothing more to say. Yep. Like
yeah.
Forsaken is like timing out every 250 million seconds, 250 seconds, whatever. And like someone is always missing this team. They're a bit late from time to time. I don't mind people being late, but it is a real rare occasion in which you can play this team with 6 people being on the server. So I've read one of your articles in which you were saying that Forsaken might get replaced because like the internet being too unstable to actually commit to a full season in this kind of skill level area. But he's still here, so I thought it might be fixed, but
yeah,
it seems
to be
it's
fixed,
not.
but
We don't
somebody's
know
having problems here. I don't know if it's Forsaken or who's paused. Yeah, that is true. We shouldn't say anything that might get us put in jail here, Rips. You know, I don't want to be done for slander. But right now we are at another pause, and I mean, the blame game of who's paused or why, is it time that ETF2L brought in some rules about how many pauses are acceptable, or do teams need to be more strict about just saying like no more pauses?
I think teams need. Obviously, with the tighter rule set of ETF2L, you could prevent teams from actually having to, yeah, basically take the blame for unpausing and not taking any pauses on them. But it's not happening like this at the moment, so teams really have to just make this decision on their own. But we're live again. Look at that. TCM
We're
really
taking trades for Huey.
Wow.
Oh, but TCM lose to the Scouts. Ethog and Ape is doing work getting Forsaken Flip, and Rising will steal that frag onto Clara as well. And my players have gone all black. This looks crazy. It's like some looks like Limbo or something, man.
Looks like a team full of Ramones.
Oh,
What?
Bike gets forced. Wow, Ips with the casual races.
Wow.
I thought we'd got rid of all that the Asia Fortress game. The Bike does find somebody to flash right now, and ooh, Forsaken goes in but can't get anything done. He's gonna die in a cloud of Gibbs.
Flip.
And
Look at
two-man
Flip.
advantage here.
It's Flip again, like on last map.
And
Flip is
roasted.
standing in spawn, yeah. Flip was timed out or like AFK, whatever he was doing, but unbelievably good play by Reverto, like getting so many frags there on chasing TCM into the last, and then actually getting the Uber force. Now they can just come in without the Uber, and they're forcing people to retreat into spawn. And now they should just play the point, but they're going for frags again. Wow, Huey getting 2 frags, 3 frags. Is it 3 frags? He's just walking around with the paint train. He doesn't even give a shit. Huey, man.
Wow, he got 2 frags in the spawn door. Those guys from TCM thought they were safe, thought they were going to make it to the cabinet. But his sticky found them, then hit 2 fucking sick pipes there, man.
Wow.
Sorry, pardon my French. That was impressive there. Huey's shown that he can go to toe with war. At least now we're going to go into another middle. Forsaken with a super fast like rolls up right side, very quickly lands the rocket into Huey. He's forced to try and pick up the med pack here. He will get Forsaken though. He got the war actually, got the demo man. Follow-up wasn't good enough from TCM. Huey just really going strong man there. Iron Man mode, bossing it. And it's 2-2 right now, but it looks like Reverto might get around here.
Look at them.
Chasing Bite down to last.
James.
No,
Gladiator.
I'm looking.
Look at it. It's Team Germany against Team Sweden on Gully Wash right now. Like these guys, they smell blood.
Don't talk about that game, man.
They want it. No matter what, like, look at them. They have momentum. They know what the enemy team wants to do. TCM just really have one answer to the midst of Reverto at the moment, and that's full-on aggression, and it's not working because the scout of Reverto, the scout's effort in the Ethog is really putting out so much damage. Initially, just denying Forsaken coming in on their demoman, and then basically Forsaken gives away the pick initially on the Smiths that we have a sandwich situation now because Byte actually retreated, but they're winning mids, and this is like the first step to victory of a map, isn't it?
Yeah, look at the tactic here, the strategy from TCM breaking out that heavy weapons guy. And look at the sticky trap actually from Moore. He's got up on the pillar. They're looking for somebody to bomb Bite. They want Roamer to come in, but really haven't seen many roaming play that from Reverto, and they're going to with an Uber here. They're going to try and trade off. Bite milks it a little bit, but with that heavy, he's not going to be able to give chase. The heavy's so slow. Bite gets juggled forward, but nobody's paying attention. He will be able to get out of that one. Forsaken goes down on the flank to Rising, and now the Uber's the faded. They have a man advantage to work with here. Reverto are going to get a little bit of health and then switch it up to Rivers. Get that frag onto this corner, eats the pipe. He's the half HP. He does get the heal beam, the loving heal beam from Bite. And things now stabilising a little bit. Ethog went down and Forsaken spawns, but Connor goes down. Bar goes down. Ward with the huge deep end goes down himself. This may turn into some sort of melee. There's so many blue players on the point of the red. Both clean up Reverto. Kick it 3-2, Ips.
I thought War had this, man. He was spamming the TCM remaining players spammed so nicely into Riverside. I thought they had it, but really Reverto just wrapping around Water and the far right side at the same time so much that people couldn't really focus on the same target there. Really nice play by Reverto.
And TCM coming in on the big tower side now, moving up onto the blue choke. Both teams taking control of their own choke. Loader behind there, Forsaken was eyes, but goes down. Huey is so weak, drops down onto the floor with 20 HP. No one's going to chase him down. The scouts are Reverto just getting in the face of TCM. They have no choice. They can't chase down that Huey frag. They have to try and deal with. There's Droso with the response, taking out Ethog. Connor finds Apage, and in that mix up there, Bar I think went down as well.
Rising and Huey, bro. They're still hard. Joe's alone on the point. What can he do? Joe's against. Oh, Joe's with the 2 men. These people will make Joe's look good, man. Do you see that?
Wow, that's
with the clean up.
Joseph with the big play there.
Soldier's gonna jump. Joe's almost dying to the fuck. to the medic. I'm so sorry for my friends again. So Joe's almost dying to the arrow of the medic then. Ethog and the soldier putting up so much damage into Victor that they're actually denying TCM
It's
to
crit
even come
streak
up
for
the
Bar
point.
as well, man. Bar has switched up. It was an equal medic spawn there. He opted to go crits, and gonna give up this point. Might smell that something's up here. Something's fishy. Why would they give it up? But the crits is gonna come in. They're gonna lead with Hui here. He needs some hero sticky. There's a soldier points and the Bite's already positioned on choke. The crits comes off. The position is good. TCM, they will be able to avoid that. Bite doesn't even have anywhere close to Uber yet, though, so if they can corner him here, they do have him trapped in elbow. War and Bite trapped.
Wow! That was such a clutch play there. That was so important that Bite actually died there after this messed up, well, semi-messed up crits fight, dude. Don't you really like? If Bite would have stayed alive, it would have mattered. It would have mattered such.
Bar's gonna cap middle whilst this soldier tries to fight out here. Starkey on 28's gonna hit for a second, tag him with the shotty. Bar runs away as the scouts of TCM come in. And they still have an Uber advantage here, a crits advantage no less. Bite now on middle point, trying to shore things up. War is there as well, he will be able to deny that choke. Reverto will have to build the crits and make a play based off that, but will TCM remember the run crits? Sometimes in these crazy games, man, you can forget that it's crits until you're dead.
Indeed. Yeah, we will see, like, you know, that one crits Huey, you see a soldier going in first. And Huey...
They're gonna wrap around, trying to wrap around here. It's a fake, though. Bar didn't pop, he's gonna switch around here onto choke and try and pick up the crits frag there, but every time they run, just avoid each other. They're giving time for Bite to get his zipper up. Here comes the crit rock, and War is gonna serve that one to safety. But that's what happens whenever you crit the soldier, man.
Bar down to Forsaken. He came to drop down, and Huey saw him too late, and then now actually dropped their medic on crits to Bite, having full advantage on Uber, and Bite making this smart decision here, just popping in plays. You see that he popped the Uber because he knows the Uber is for free, so why lose another person on second, get that point for free, and they're pushing into main here, clearing stickies right now. It was a really wise decision by Bite. I really like that play. They could have lost another player there on second or two just by like some soldier aggression, and they're pushing into Riverside all alone. I think that we will see like War sticking up the point. You see like War putting up stickies on the point right now. I think they hear the sentry gun. Do you see the sentry gun on the left side? It actually disappeared because someone changed class to Pyro. It is Affage, and we see so much utilized class going on. A heavy end of Pyro. Obviously Pyro being buffed right now in ETF2L with the flag and extinguisher, whatever that stuff is called, together with the
4 players from TCM Riverside here.
Yeah.
Are they getting ready to push? Are they going to go for it? Are they suicide? I don't even know.
They will suicide. They know they have disadvantage. This will be a classic suicide. They saw the setup of Reverto as a scout. It's a Pyro and a heavy waiting for the aggression of TCM, so they know they can't just like pop a soldier in there. So, but they're actually popping a soldier in there, and the medic almost dies.
Bar holds.
Oh my god!
Uber's at the end.
Mid-air.
They got the Uber out. They got the Uber out though.
Reflect onto the aggressive soldier. That was absolutely amazing, but the Uber gets forced and Bite still holding onto it.
Oh, Bite's there! Bite gets forced as well. The big bomb in from Rising. Didn't hit him with the rocket, but Bite was scared. He was going to get air shot popped off him now. Will TCM overcommit to this? No, these guys are super composed. Look at that. They're not going to chase anything down. They're going to hold and then play a new game here, man. Reset. They're going to try and make new picks. War's going to spam from main as the distraction. Soldier jumps to the point. War still doing damage here. Red players drop onto the point. They're giving free damage to War. But
god.
All those blue players got put through the meat grinder. Now it's just Bite and Droso in spawn. They're going to get chased down. That was not what they intended.
You would think that after fucking 100 million years of TF2, Bite would know how to play his game, and pushing dry into heavy is not really a wise decision. Maybe other people were taking off the control of the team at this moment, and I can't really blame him for this kind of call, but let's say they
look at this bombing behind. Forsaken on to Bar.
Oh, they're gonna get this. They're gonna get
50.
Really nice play there. Rising.
Uber's popped off here, both medics trading Uber, but there's a fight going on behind them on middle. There's 3 players for ECM, Summer in there. Bite comes in with the flash, and the position didn't seem good for Reverto. They're going to sacrifice and back out middle. They're not going to try and contest that one any longer. TCM still controlling that, obviously, and they're even going to let them come in here and just start cabbing. There's like
It's
They've
good.
given it up entirely. They're going
It's a
back
good
to last
decision,
turtle. They're going to
because,
run
like,
the clock down.
They are one round up, and like you see FH being in spawn, FH switching up to the sniper rifle at the moment. Now actually switching to engineer because they are completely willing heavy now. That guy just swapped between all three, utilizing classes. Very well played to FH. They are very prepared to just like take these kind of stalemate situations on our ass and defend whenever they can't find that. Now he's sniper. What is going on with this guy? Wow, it's so
Keeping
hard
us
to cast him.
guessing.
It's Uber versus Uber now, so he might want to.
Here comes the TCM. Maybe they're going to pop in with two.
Ethok denies the whole
goes you.
Uber. Wow, very well played by Ethok. Not even
He
going down.
survived.
20 HP.
Oh, he walks over a sticky.
But it's pick for pick. Forsaken is taking out himself. What an idiot! And War is taking out Ethok, so it's one player for another. And actually, Bar still having that Uber, so it's such a nice situation for
The Heavy's
Reverto
going to
right
get
now.
trapped. Shotgun
Wow.
Heavy walks in and gets the force off. Shotgun Heavy pops Bar.
What is going on? And now Bob popped the Uber. The demo of TCM being super weak. If they have aggression on him, yeah, Stark is on him right now. But so many people turning ice with Stark, but nobody realizing on it or utilizing on it because everybody just wants to get the cap off. This is a really misplay by Reverto right now. They just want the cap. Do you see that? They're still on it. They're just sitting on the cap.
They're going to lose
Not
3.
going for the frags first. This is a huge misplay by Reverto. They just wanted to get this cap and like play it safe.
There was a soldier up top there, TCM, and he couldn't engage in the fight. He just jumped around and distracted everybody. And everybody from Reverto was fighting 2 or 3 different fights. This Uber advantage is paid off for Bite now. He's leading in here. They've already picked up the Heavy. They've got Rising as well on entry. Actually, he's just respawning, but now... Oh, Rising and Hui, the only players alive here against a Medic and 3 TCM players. They're going to make it a 3-3 game. I'm getting deja vu here. This is like a repeat of the previous map. Could it be a 4-3? Who will get it? We won't know until the next 7 minutes pass.
TCM has the momentum at the moment. They just recently capped off the last round, so they're always getting into mid with a more positive situation or more positive attitude, right?
Forsaken with a fast roll. Hui and survives. Oh, Ethog's going to take him down, but he got his man there. That was play designed to take out the demo. But War goes down as well. Bite can save him. And what? Rising on this. Scouts doing work there. 2k for Rising. AFH gets a 2k as well, and they have just cleaned house there, man. Housekeeping.
Bro, I'm telling you.
AFH and Rising cleaning up.
It's the 3rd best soldier in Germany taking out the 8th best soldier in Germany.
Oh, shots fired. Pew pew.
Pew pew. So that was huge play by Rising there. This guy kept them in mid so much, like getting 2 frags on his own without any assists there and without really receiving too much health, making so much room for his team to just get mid. That was unbelievably good. And Stark, look at them, just rolling in here. They're finding the frags. The Medic actually getting blown into the lobby by the pyros, so the whole overcharge into last was completely nullified. Yeah, and now they can retreat from lobby into last, so like push into last. Wow, they get this. Unbelievably good! I'm a Reverto fan, in case you haven't noticed yet.
Oh wow, these guys impress from time to time. There's 5 minutes 30 left on the clock. We're going to go to the 8th middle of the map so far. It's probably not going to be a 4-3 game. I'm expecting more rounds. And both teams running those cookie cutter lineups. No snipers thus far, and no crits on the field. There's a failed rollout from Forsaken. Didn't hit the one he wanted to get Hui again. He finds himself at 130 HP under the point. No one's going to pressure him. Reverto just playing very passive in this middle, waiting for TCM to do something. The health is looking better for Reverto. Rising goes in. Hui follows up on the damage though. 2 frags for Hui. Gets Droso and Connor, both scouts down there.
It's always the same concept. I can't believe TCM, a team full of people like this, with Bite under Rusty, War, and like people like Forsaken, Klar, can't really read what's going on. It's clear that Reverto at this point is just waiting for TCM to set up on the other side, and they're coordinating their aggression all together. The only fix for TCM will be to even be aggressive before Reverto is coming in, but they're not doing it. They're just waiting on their side, and they're giving up so much room before Reverto is coming in.
So weak as well. Forsaken couldn't do anything.
They're
to throw this
denying.
rollout, man.
They're just relying on Forsaken to make the distraction on their own, while Reverto is just going forward with like
Look at
2
this,
soldiers and 2
War trying to
scouts.
force. Reverto running the clock down here, they're just waiting, man. They have no reason to wait up just to try and make TCM overextend here, because they realise that they have to do something if they want to get back in this game. They picked up Clar and War as well on entry there, and they tried to maybe lose the round to play another one, but at least they've sacrificed this one. I'm going to give them the credit there. They were trying to lose that one quickly so they could come back with 2 fast response rounds. What do you think of that theory?
Yeah, I guess. Like, but maybe realise that they can't hold on to it. But I don't think that was actually the call. I think they just couldn't really defend it, to be fair.
Yeah. Forsaken is fast up to the red choke here, but it looks like Reverto were going to switch it up and roll up to the blue side. Both teams trading sides and mirroring each other. There is a soldier here, actually. Look, the Clar is just waiting at Big Door. Reverto moving across the point. This is maybe a master stroke from Clar. Finds the frag onto the scout. Does get E-Thug, but will not be able to finish off Bard. Reverto have lost position, but they meanwhile wipe the rest of the team. And there's a rage quit. No, Connor just dropped. He's coming back into the server. I'm just reading the STV chat here. Scrimpy shouting out that it was a rage quit, but no.
Reverto in the driving seat, 1 player down for TCM. Potentially six point on this, like on the TCM on the Reverto score, the 3 points of TCM. I feel they really have this. If they are losing this last push, they can just park the bus. This is what I would do. Just like, okay, we have a last push
now. I'm just old.
And look, War's giving it
War
life. Push Reverto, let's go. Take this round of them. There we go. They're running into last. They're flashing as many people as possible, playing on the points, denying people, and this is it.
It goes for the saw.
This is it. Reverto won it. Woo!
We do see a little bit of a collapse here from TCM. Reverto in the driving seat, as you said. It's going to be 6-3, 2 minutes left on the clock. GGs are coming in from Reverto. War called GG as well, so maybe TCM are going to continue to play here. No one bringing out crits here, but this looks like a per start to TCM season, and Reverto demonstrating why they won Division 1 last season. There are still 1 minute 40 seconds left. Bite gets launched skyward, and we'll eventually go down to the stickies of Hui, exploding into Gibbs. I'm still lagging like a mofo here. Everything's sort of happening a few seconds after that, but it's a scout on middle corner. It's going to go down, and it looks like a wipe there as Clar and Forsaken respawn. And Ips has just burst into hysterics here. You're going to dehydrate yourself if you start crying here, Ips. Come on, man. Are these tears of joy or sadness, Ips? Counselling.
Reverto won against TCM. This is awesome.
Oh wow. And they're going to pitch into last here. Going to bring in a scout demo. He's looking for a 7th round on the board here, and they might just get it. Looks like TCM are going to find themselves with a 3-man advantage here, as Hui just storms onto the point there and makes it 7-3, just to add insult to injury. 44 seconds left on the clock. Will TCM stay on the server until the clock runs out, or will they leave? Rising says, GG, well played, unlucky, and Ips just can't control himself here. It's the first player to leave. Oh, TCM are all going to leave now. They realise it's over. Actually, it's Bite and Connor who are left first. The rest of them have honor. They're going to stay and fight here. Stay with us, guys. Don't leave yet, because Ips will recover his breath, and we're going to have interviews. I understand we're going to have Hui and War in here afterwards, but this game is all but over. We're in the dead time here. I've been for the last 2 or 3 minutes, but as the clock ticks down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who doesn't get the round, and it will finish 7-3 here in favour of Reverto. They took Granary as well the first map, and a close 4-3 in the dying seconds, but that win was much more convincing. Full 6 points here for Reverto in this Premiership fixture. You have been watching Team Fortress TV. Don't go away yet. This was the ETF2L Season 16 powered by BlackOut Gaming Premiership Week 1 fixture. We just saw Reverto take the second map against TCM on Gullywash, but stay with us. We will have interviews, but we're going to go to a little bit of a musical interlude first. Hopefully John can supply the pumping dance music to get you guys hyped up for the interviews. John, play me out.